Wait a second. Alright, look, it's the first person to say something. Addie, how's it going? What do you mean? It's not my first face reveal. I was literally in the video. I'm the first person that shows up. Look, Miles, if you've never seen my face, then you didn't watch the B movie. Or you skipped around, so I'm gonna need you to go back and, okay, you're new. Understandable. Sorry, I'm waking up right now, so it's kind of a weird time to be doing this, I guess, but he doesn't have to go watch it right now. He just needs to make time for it at some point. Is this good? Like the mic and everything? Is it too loud? Too quiet? I'm not really gonna like whisper. I'm just gonna talk quietly, I guess. Do you want me to turn on the light? Is that... Here. Oh, well, I mean, look at the sweater though. It's never too late for Flavor Town. Yeah, I just like turned on the closet light, so serial killer vibes. Oh, so I do, so basically this is like a Q&A. So like you guys can kind of ask me pretty much anything. Obviously, you know, if it's really personal, I probably won't answer it, but most stuff I should be good to answer. Someone asked, how did GV even reach out to me? So basically, I've been in her like Discord for a while, I guess, because I've watched her Twitch streams for, I mean, surprisingly not even since the beginning, probably just the last like 8 months maybe. So I had been talking in there, and she basically just added me on Discord and reached out to me that way. It was kind of funny because, you know, on Discord it's just like my account and you can change your name to whatever. So obviously I had my name as Ace or whatever. But I like, when she reached out to me initially, I was like, do you want me to like prove that I'm me? Because obviously anyone could just hop into the Discord and, you know, pretend like they were me for obvious reasons, I guess, at that point. So sorry, I'm trying to get used to this and reading the chat. Someone asked, how am I? I'm fine. Just woke up, only on like 5 hours of sleep maybe. I just got done, well, I say moving because like if you've seen the B movie ASMR video, this is the same place I was. So my setup is still in this place. I haven't moved that yet, but pretty much everything else I've moved. So I'm only coming over here to like be on my computer and stuff basically. My like bed and everything else is at another place. It's almost 10 p.m. here, but I work like shifts, I guess. So basically my schedule right now is I'm working nights. I'm off today, but I try to keep my schedule, like sleep schedule, the same, so I don't have to keep changing it. So like right now I'd be getting ready for work if I was working. What times? Yeah, so it's, like I said, it's like, I don't know what, it's almost 10. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I guess we just call it nights, but yeah. How nervous was I? I mean, I don't know. I haven't obviously like really done like ASMR or whatever, but um, it was more nerve-wracking just my face being like revealed, I guess, in the actual movie, especially being first. So I guess that was more nerve-wracking. I watched the whole premiere live while GB. I watched most of GB's stream, but I watched the whole thing like through her perspective. I've watched it. I think I'm on my. I've watched it 2 other times since then. Well, one time I watched it fully through, and then the third time I kind of just had it on. I wasn't paying that much attention to it though. My favorite ASMR triggers, I guess like for me, I guess wood tapping would probably be my favorite. And it's kind of not a lot of people do. I mean, there's some people who do like specialized videos on it, but it gets included like here and there in some. But I think the sound of like wood in general is probably my biggest or my favorite trigger in most cases. How do I watch all the vids? Comment. Well, honestly, like, I'm gonna be real. It's not as hard as like people like try to make it out to be, I guess. I feel like a lot of people go like, I'm sorry if y'all heard the phone buzz. I'll put that down right here so it's not right up against the mic. I have the mic laying down on the table because I don't have my like mic arm anymore because I did pack away some stuff, so that was one of the things that went yeah, so basically I'm trying to answer Miles' question. So I knew that obviously she had 3 days a week that she uploads. So those days were obviously, the main days. And then it was just making sure that after those uploads, I'd go in on whatever video was like the newest one and just put, the next day. And then I basically just had, whenever I'd post it, I would copy and paste it. So it was clipboarded on my phone. And so every day when I pulled it up, I just had yesterday's, and then you just gotta add one. I mean, it wasn't that bad. There was times where like her upload timings would be off and stuff like that. So that was kind of interesting. And there was, I think, once or twice during this set of comments, at least, that she like had to either re-upload or didn't upload on time. And with my work schedule, it was like I almost missed. I ended up having to like comment on an older video to keep like the same day thing going. But I mean, other than that, it wasn't really that hard. Just reminding myself. And obviously, I'm doing something like this, I'm not going to forget, because it's kind of just like, at the point I was at, it was just like, wake up, brush your teeth, eat food, post a comment, go to sleep kind of thing, So it's kind of just like a daily routine. Let's see. Why did I change my profile picture? I made a community post about it, but basically, yeah, isn't that what a Q&A is? So I changed the profile picture. You can read, I made a community post about it. Basically, when I made this account, I think back in 2017, not long after that, there was this like meme that was going around. It was actually sometime in 2018, because this was still like when Fortnite was like really popping off. This YouTuber basically used the profile picture. I even forget what it's actually from, but basically he just like invade other channels and like, type random crap or whatever. Yeah, basically the thing that Jaden's talking about, but it kind of just it was just kind of a meme at first, and I didn't really know anything about him at all. Even afterwards, I didn't really watch him that much, which is probably why it took me longer to change it than I would have liked to. Yeah, that's the guy. But I just had it, and the main reason I never changed it, I knew kind of like some of the crap he had already done, but obviously, that's the picture people were looking for when they saw my name in the comments, so I didn't want to like, change it because of that, right? But yeah, so once the big thing for me was like, once the thing had already been confirmed, like the video basically was already like 100% gonna happen, and on top of that, Moist Critical, or Charlie, I guess that's what I really normally refer to him as, made a video. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't expect that many people, honestly. I'm sure people will come and go. It's whatever. It is, I guess it's late, like East Coast, and I started later than I wanted to, but I knew that this was probably going to happen because I'm moving. So yeah, Charlie made that video, and after that I was like, there's no like stopping changing it now. Like, there's no way I'm going to continue to affiliate with this person, even though the picture, technically, other than him using it, has nothing to do with him, right? I'm pretty sure it's an image. I think it's like a image of a character from some older game, I'm pretty sure, right? So sorry, that was kind of a long tangent for that answer. Was I really nervous about being in the movie? Yeah, so like I said before, I was kind of nervous, but I guess the main thing was just like the first part of it, and I actually end up, yeah, London, you're fine. I haven't been live that long. Only like 13 minutes, so you're good. I'll probably, depending on how it goes, but I don't know if I'm making another 2 hours, but I would like to make it to midnight, because coincidentally enough, March 6th is my birthday, so good timing for this stream, I guess. So maybe we make it that far, but we'll see. I should be fine, honestly. Just depends if I can find or get enough questions, or maybe I'll go grab some stuff and just do some like random like tapping or some kind of thing to do some ASMR later on, just to kind of keep the stream going. What line of work am I in? The only thing I'll say is that my job involves doing weather, so I guess you could say I'm a weatherman, but not like the kind you see on TV, if that makes any sense. Happy early birthday to you too, Ryan. Am I a gamer? I have like $3,000+ computers sitting over here. I used to have 3 monitors in front of me, but it's only 2 right now because I put one of them away. I play a lot of video games. That's probably my main hobby at this point. That, and I'm a huge like sports fanatic. Like pretty much any like pro sport, I'm pretty invested. Those are like my 2 main hobbies, I guess. This is a, while expensive, very good headset. Anyone that's in, I guess, that ballpark for price range, I guess, for a set of headphones. I would definitely recommend them. I had Astro A50s for several years before these, but these are much better in my opinion. And the mics, obviously I'm not using it now. I have a Blue Yeti that's just like laying on my table in front of me, but the mic on it's actually pretty good, which was the biggest problem with the Astro A50s is the mic's basically unusable. This man changed his name to Ace Fan. So what made me come up with the B movie idea? So basically, if you guys don't know, I'm sure most of you that are here probably definitely do. I started out asking her to basically do a Shrek ASMR. And the whole thing literally started, I'd already been watching GB for a while, and ASMR in general, for probably at least I think a year and a half up to that point. And, this was back when the day insert whatever thing here was going around a lot, and you'd see it on a lot of channels. So I was like, well, I ain't got anything else better to do, so let's try to make a ASMR artist do something just that's really out there that you normally wouldn't see. And I was totally expecting it to just be, if she did it an April Fool's thing, or I'm straight up just for messing around. But honestly, when I posted that day one comment, and in fact I still remember the video. It was a quest giver roleplay. I think it was pretty sure it was something that was sponsored whenever it was a Crunchyroll sponsor whenever what's that? I think it was Goblin Slayer, I think is the show. It was kind of you could tell it was based on that video, and that's the first video I posted on, and the comment just blew up. I mean, if you go back on that video right now, I'm sure that it's probably one of the first comments you'll see. And then once that picked up, I was like, well, that worked on day one, so we just continue it. And I'd seen one or two other instances on some gaming channels I watched where people were able to comment enough days to actually get them to do something. So I was like, well, if this comment got seen by GB on the very first day, then odds are if I just keep this going and people keep backing it up, then there's a shot. And then really for that one, it was more the charity live stream goal that kind of got that one secured. I wouldn't really say that I necessarily did that one even, me commenting was the reason that video was made, not necessarily. My comment kind of was there as traction for whenever she was asking for suggestions during that live stream of what would the $10,000 goal be, and everyone was saying that that's what it should be, so kind of inspired it, I guess. But it was really, that stream was crazy. I don't know if you guys were at that stream. It was a while ago, but she raised a lot of money on a really cool charity live stream, and the goal for getting over $10,000 donated was her making the Shrek video. But the B movie one, obviously she turned it into the 3 million goal, but it was pretty much solely off the comment, which was, I guess, where again, taking credit for just giving an idea for 415 days, but it is what it is, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I guess Jaden, you said I'd be nervous with millions looking at me perform. Yeah, it was just the anticipation. I wasn't really scared to have my face revealed or anything necessarily, because I'm not assuming anyone I actually know in real life is watching her or seeing this, but who knows. I'm sure they wouldn't tell me because just hold it over me or something, but it doesn't really bother me. So do I watch any other ASMR channels? Yeah, I do. I watch a lot of people, honestly. I think my other like favorite person to watch is Goodnight Moon. Or Aaron, I guess. Just for the like quality of her videos. Especially like the Babblebrook stuff like that is like really high quality. And relaxing at the same time. I feel like I watch a lot of her videos like while I'm just awake, just to kind of relax. Someone else that I watch, I think the channel's called ASMR. Is it Dream? I don't know, but she does like these long videos like all the time. And there's never any talking, but it's always just like tapping or all kinds of other stuff. I don't know if any of y'all heard of her, but her videos are also really high quality. Why GB? Was she your favorite or was it random? At the time, she was like the person I was watching the most. And I just figured like, not gonna like talk down on people for being smaller channels, right? But I guess in my mind it was like, I would want to get someone who was like really large in whatever community was to make a video, just because it would obviously be more of an accomplishment to convince someone who was like, you know, millions of followers versus, you know, a smaller platform. Because obviously, you know, if I just went to some new startup channel who had like 15K subs and, you know, there's only 100 comments, then the odds of them seeing it every day pretty high, right? So, am I planning on starting to make my own content? I don't know. I have a full-time job, so it is kind of hard to like commit to something like that. As you guys obviously know, I mean, it took me over a year to do anything. And you know, I am sorry about that, honestly, but it's just one of those things where like, I guess my personality is I don't like to really like do something like half-ass, I guess. Sorry for the language if y'all are, you know, but, you know, I'm an adult, so, but, I think I'll do stuff like this. I talked about in one of my community posts that I might do something like this like once a week. And then, so kind of just do these chill live streams, maybe an hour or two. And outside of this one, I'll probably just like pick some kind of trigger or some like theme for the stream and just, you know, go at it. And then upload the VODs, but that's probably it. What games do I play? Right now, I've been pretty much only playing a game called Escape from Tarkov. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's, I guess the genre is like looter shooter. It's just like a shooter game that's got like a lot of detail and, to me, I think some of the best like gun combat in any game right now. It's got a pretty steep learning curve, but it is really fun. This is my second wipe of Tarkov, and I got Kappa like 2 weeks ago. So I've literally just been religiously playing that. Like, if I'm not at work or busy, I'm pretty much on that. Like, when this stream ends, that's what I'm doing. And then, like, besides Tarkov, because I only started playing it like the last year or so, My main games before this were um, League of Legends, and so that was like my main game, I guess, for years. I played since like season 2, and then on and off. I haven't played in a minute, but I also play a MMO called EVE Online. I've played that since 2009, so I mean, I don't know what the average age of people in here is, but some of y'all might have been still little younglings when I first started playing that game. Yeah, Jaden, it's definitely a game that's much more fun when you have people to play with. Yeah, London, I thought the best thing was just to do live streams for me because I don't have to like, I can keep like, like this is obviously like taking direct time, but it's only like from when I go live to when I turn it off, right? And then I can just upload the VOD. And then that's, for people who weren't here, they can still watch that. And I mean, this one specifically won't necessarily be like full ASMR. I mean, I'm trying to talk like softly, at least, soft speaking mostly, but, and most of the other ones I'll probably mostly whisper unless I kind of say so beforehand. Yeah, it is crazy that I have over 4,000 subscribers from posting comments in one 12-second video that was me taking my phone. I literally took my phone and went up to this computer monitor that's right in front of me and just had the page open where the comment was, had the video go, and then clicked the show more button on my comment, and then put the freaking I can't even think of the song's actual name, but the Ladies and Gentlemen We Got 'Em song, basically, right? I used to actually know the name of the song and who the artist was, but for some reason I'm blanking. Let's see. The God himself. I'm no God. I'm just a normal person, as you can see. Jamie, I think it just depends. I think I like soft speaking more, but like it is one of those things where it's kind of like, and it's everyone, right? Everyone kind of has like a voice or maybe an accent or like a style of voice that is relaxing to them, I guess. So I guess it just depends on who the ASMR artist is, right? I can't really think of like any specific example, but I feel like you get what I'm saying. So like, I feel like whispering is like more standard because like it's not as really like distinguishable how you sound, but it's just kind of like one of those things where it's I guess it just depends on who it is. So I prefer soft speaking when it's done well, I guess, but whispering is like more like, that's what most people generally do in a typical video, so. Sorry, I had to stop myself from burping too loudly there. Have I ever played Legend of Zelda? I did play Breath of the Wild back when I had a Switch. It was pretty fun, but honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of single player games. I don't know what it is, but I just don't really get much out of playing single player games for the most part. I pretty much only play multiplayer games unless it's like a really like big title. Like whenever if Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, I'll probably play that, but outside of that, what you call it? Like if it's a really big single player game that I get kind of hyped up for, but most of the time I just stick to multiplayer. I thought about doing Tarkov videos. I've thought about gaming, like streaming gaming for a while. I wouldn't obviously do it on this channel. It has no place for it, right? And I'm not trying to like, you know, if it happens, it happens, but I wouldn't try to use this, sudden surge in visibility from something totally not related to, like, try to turn it into a gaming channel, right? Or something like that. That would just be kind of crappy of me. I mean, it wasn't why I did it in the first place, so I'm not gonna, like, snake back on it now that there's, 4,000 plus people subbed. If I'm gonna do anything on this channel, it's gonna be within the realm that the reason that most of y'all are here, right? Which is ASMR. So that's why it's taken me so long, because I was kind of on the fence about wanting to do ASMR at all, but I kind of decided that, at least on a irregular basis and stuff like that, then I won't have a problem with it. Was I satisfied with how the B movie came out? It was way better than I could have. I don't know if anyone even remotely thought that it was going to be anywhere near the level that it was. I mean, I guess for me, I kind of knew about it, the actual production and stuff of it, and, how it was going down way before, any other viewer, which I guess is kind of cool to say, but I mean, whatever. Because obviously I knew everything from like the drive or whatever, because we had like a big Google Drive that everybody was uploading their clips to. So I kind of got to see like a lot of that. So I mean, there was clips and stuff that were in the movie from like months and months before. So like there was a lot of, like I could kind of get an idea. So once I saw like the amount of effort some people were putting in compared to like, the general, like the smaller roles and stuff, like some of the main role people were like, they went at it. So yeah, I think this is like the best part about this. For 415 days, I send the same comment, right? I didn't watch the B movie a single time in that point, not once. I never watched the B movie, and even whenever the premiere happened, I just watched the premiere and watched the ASMR version, and I still haven't seen it side by side. I've heard that it's really good to watch it side by side, which I'll probably eventually do it, but I don't know. I never really I didn't request it because I liked the B movie. I did it just because it's a meme, and how many memes have come from that movie, and that it was also DreamWorks, which kind of lined up with the Shrek thing. Someone asked, I think it was earlier, I think I saw someone said something way earlier about like my next plan. If you guys don't know, and obviously most of you don't, because I mean, my community post, if you've seen that, I did one, I think the same day of the B movie or ASMR, but I'm not doing the comment thing anymore, at least for now. I think the main reason is because I have some real life stuff coming up that would prevent me from like actually doing it like every day, and it's something outside my control, so I don't really want to start doing something like that and not stay committed to it, because it kind of defeats the whole glamour of it, I guess, too, right? Like the whole reason that this was like such a big thing is because I literally sat there every single day and put a comment, whether there was a video that was coming out or not. Like, I mean, you can go back on some of the videos I had. There was some times where, like, the videos on Saturday, since you're waiting, like, maybe 2 days between when the Tuesday video usually comes out, or my first 2 day comments will have, like, less than 100 upvotes, and then the third day, the day right before the next video comes out, I have some that have, like, 2,000 or 3,000 upvotes, like, 3 days into the videos. So it's just wild to me how one of the YouTube comment things work. But speaking back to the actual movie, my comment got lost in purgatory, basically. Relationship status. That's all I'll tell you. There's nothing on my hands. Justin Y. I feel like I should know who that is, but I don't. Or at least I can't think of it. Yeah, Jaden. I don't know if I wanted to be a YouTuber. I've definitely wanted to do Twitch streaming, but my work schedule's just quite something, I guess. And I mean, I change, like, my work schedule changes, like, so I work, like, this weekend, so, like, tomorrow night I'll go into work, and I'll work the next day after that, and then I go back to a day shift. No blood on the hands. Yeah, I was showing that there's no blood. You know, not the no rain. Okay. Hey Valentina, how's it going? Welcome. I'm not gonna get into too much into dating stuff because it's just kind of a weird topic, but I mean, really with everything, my work schedule kind of dictates my life right now, so it's kind of just things like that outside of work are pretty hard to consistently do. And you know, there's this little thing called coronavirus that decided to make an entrance. It's been about a year now, basically. Happy birthday, coronavirus. It decided to intrude on everyone's lives, so it hasn't really helped, obviously. And I'm doing well. I've only been up for about an hour, and I'm on like 4 hours of sleep, but nothing new. Probably won't be able to wait that long. I'll probably go to bed, probably like 7 or 8 in the morning. Yeah, imagine I get banned. YouTube, please. It's my first live stream. Leave me alone. Can I get like a waiver? I mean, yeah, but I also bullied GB into making videos, so I find it funny that she likes to use the term bully. I'm the world's greatest cyberbully, and don't ever forget it. Alex, I probably should, but I mean, I might. I'll probably do like the same thing. basically, right? Just to, keep it consistent. Yeah. It's like the world's nicest cyberbully. That sounds even better, just because it doesn't make any sense. Okay, Jaden, that's that makes it sound. I wouldn't call GB a girl. I mean, she's older than me, so. Ace reveal. It's not a reveal. I already revealed myself. And, I've obviously spent a lot of time in the comments on that video replying to people, because my comment got eaten by the whales. So, I figured at least the 8,000 people are like, "Where's Ace? Where's Ace?" I'd go find them and leave them comments and stuff. So I've probably commented like 100+ times on other people's comments so far in the video. Yeah, I mean, if you watch like the intro part, she talks about it like right before I show up. But the main thing is like a lot of people who, it is obviously a quick part, right? It's like she says, like the narrator literally shows up, says his lines, and then he's gone. But honestly, when she suggested that's the role I play, I was like, that's perfect. That's like 100% the person I have to be. Yeah, I actually try to reply to a lot of people if they mention me or if I see it, and I normally go through, at least on the day that the video uploads, I spend probably about 30 minutes scrolling through comments, just kind of talk to people and stuff like that. It's pretty enjoyable. And I want to give a quick shout out to the infamous, some of you might know if you're like really invested in the Ace comment lore, but there was a guy with the name Gavin D. He used to comment, like he probably spent for like a good like several months where he would comment on every one of my comments and like just say like random like crap to like pester me or like basically if y'all have seen the video where she like pulls up like mean comments from her own channel, she actually puts one of my comments in and then pulls up the comment he made on it where it's like, I think it says something like if this gets 100 likes, Ace will delete his channel or something like that. So I thought that was pretty funny that got into an actual video of hers too. So I mean, I think I've been mentioned in like 4 or 5 videos at this point, which is kind of crazy. I think the coolest part though for me was like, as far as like the whole movie really was just to be in a video with that many creators. Like, it's still like surreal to me to be in the same production as a ton of these people that I like respect a lot and watch a lot of their stuff. So it's kind of crazy. It's the same one I use. It's I think it's a C920 Logitech one. It's pretty old. I'm thinking about buying a new webcam. But I'm not sure. Obviously you can see, like, I mean, if you look around me, it's kind of staticky behind, like, it's alright. I mean, it does 1080p, but it's like 30 FPS, I think. But I'm pretty sure this is probably only in 720 if I had to guess, because, YouTube. Even though I have it set on my Streamlabs to be in 1080, it probably isn't. Yeah. I'd say the biggest thing in NFS man with like this whole thing is like obviously it was a little different because after the Shrek thing I kind of knew that like at least my visibility was there with people to kind of like, you know, do it, to like make the comments and like know that people were gonna like upvote or whatever. But I kind of just took it like it was just kind of something I did, and I didn't really honestly necessarily care if it happened or not, especially with the B-movie one. I wasn't expecting it to, honestly, but I mean, realistically, it only took, I think it was like before day 100 that she pretty much confirmed that she would do it once she hit 3 million subs, if she would do something B-movie related. So like, it technically took less time than the Shrek one, but obviously there was from that point to then her getting to 3 mil. So I basically had to comment, continue, right? Like, I guess I could have technically just said, oh, look, we got it, she confirmed it, but until the video's actually out, you know, nothing's ever in stone, so I just kept going. And evidently that was a whole another year almost. So let's see. You're trying to convince an ASM artist. NFS man, I probably remember that. Actually, the craziest thing is like, I've had people like you and stuff where I've commented just totally normal stuff on other people's channels on videos, like other ASM artists, and then people are like, I didn't expect to see you here, Ace. Like, it was just wild. I'm like, how do these people know me from like other channels? I know ASMR is not like the biggest, you know, genre, I guess, or anything like that on YouTube, right? I mean, it's gotten pretty large, but it's still a smaller community, I guess. But it was still crazy to see just like these really different ASM artists. I mean, that's not the only time I've ran into somebody that knew me. I've had people on Goodnight Moon videos. I had someone on I think it was on I'm blinking, Glow video, recognize me too. You know, what's funny actually is whenever I started this comment thing, I actually thought about doing the Shrek comment on Glow's channel instead of GB's. The only reason I ended up doing it on GB's channel is because I had started, I watched like 1 or 2 of her live streams when she was playing. I think she was probably still playing Overwatch at this time, if I'm not mistaken. But I just figured like with her personality, how she was on stream, that like she would be more susceptible to, I guess, or willing, I guess is a better word, to like create something like this if, you know, enough people were behind it, because she seemed like she was really like engaged. Hey Zyro, thanks for tuning in. Take it easy, man. Sleep well. I'm assuming a lot of you probably end up going to sleep soon or around this time, depending on where you live, if you're US, obviously, because it's getting late. Do I have any future campaigns? Crystal, so no, I'm not currently going to do another comment, but I do, you know, and it just depends, I guess, by the time I'm able to, like, start it again. It'll probably be, like, beginning of next year. But, is this the real Gavin D? Or is this someone just memeing because I mentioned Gavin D? Surely this has to be someone that's just memeing me. I know that profile picture is different than what his was, but honestly, I haven't seen him in a while, so who knows? Yeah, Jaden, no one that I know in real life. Yeah, I figured it was memes. Look, I could spot Gavin's profile picture from a mile away. It was a good try, though. It was a good try. I mean, if anything, I owe Gavin D thanks because he did get me into another video outside of the two that I requested, basically. So, thanks, Gavin. And yeah, I guess leading into what Jaden and NFS are talking about, it's not that I care necessarily, but like you said, it's kind of like, I've never met anyone that's talked about it, right? It's just kind of like one of those things. Like, obviously people, like, you know, for a long time I've been listening to like stuff like, you know, ambient noises and like, you know, rainforest stuff or like stuff to help them fall asleep, but ASMR is kind of like a different beast in itself. And obviously there's different levels of it, right? Like, you know, your main like normal channels like GB and other people like that are just making like pretty normal kind of stuff, some roleplay stuff, but it's mostly, the whole focus is to either help you relax or to help you fall asleep. But the problem with any, yeah, you know, of course the problem with any community is that you have then your other side, right? Like, you know, the people who like make it weird or make it like too weird. Like, I wouldn't even consider, like, I know a lot of people do, there's a lot of channels that are like, yeah, I think he changed his name to GavD too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but everything does have a weird side, but obviously, like, when you start talking about something in real life, that's what people always look for, is the weird side first. And then they see the weird side and they go, oh, this is just some like weird like fetish thing or something, right? So then they're like put off by it, I guess. And again, I don't have a problem with there being a weird side or anything, you know. I think the whole thing with like content creation on YouTube is like, if you have an idea or something that you can do that's within the bounds of whatever YouTube's policies are, and you can get people to watch you, and, you know, whether that's solely to make money off of them, you know, sure, like morally it's kind of whatever, but I'm not gonna blame somebody for making money off, trying to make money off of making videos on the internet. Like, you do you. But as far as like, yeah, as far as like the actual concept or like the perception behind it, it is strange in most cases. Yeah. But like, it's my same thing with like, I know it gets brought up a lot with like, this is kind of going off topic, but I know Twitch has been a big, people talk about Twitch stuff all the time where it's like, you know, these people who are, you know, putting their bodies out there and being suggestive to get views or whatever, like, you know, sure, is it kind of messed up in some cases, especially when you got like younger people and stuff that you're kind of like baiting in that don't really know any better, sure, but at the end of the day, like, if it's within whatever Twitch allows and you're doing it, I can't really blame someone for taking advantage of it. I mean, life's all about getting ahead. Because if you can get ahead in life, then you have more time to enjoy the rest of your life, right? That's kind of my philosophy. So, well, it's, you know, kind of messed up. I get it. And I'm not going to blame anyone that really does that, honestly. As much as it sucks. It is a live stream, I think. Testing. Are we here live? Yeah, how's it going? Atomics? I think I say that right. I think that's the most nervous part about live streaming is messing up people's names when I mention them from chat. Especially if you have a bunch of S's. I don't have a speech impediment or anything, but if a word's got a bunch of S's, my brain just doesn't, I don't know. I can get tongue-tied on words like that. Keyboard community. Hey, how's it going, Lay? Or is it Leah? Lay, Leah. See what I mean? It can be pronounced many different ways, but it's my favorite show or movie at the moment. Funnily enough, the favorite, mostly like show-wise, I only watch like anime. So right now I'm really invested into the current season of ReZero, which it's getting really good. I recommend that if you're looking for anime to watch if you haven't seen ReZero already. Very good. As far as movies, I haven't really watched a lot of movies, especially since coronavirus. I like to go to the movies. I know a lot of people at this point have already moved past going to the theater, but I really enjoy it. There's nothing better than seeing like a really good movie that looks really nice on the big screen. My preferred music genre, I go, I work out pretty regularly. Like I'm gonna go tonight, probably, what is it, like, I'll probably go at like 3 or 4 in the morning, usually. So I listen to a lot of like EDM kind of stuff when I work out, so I think that's like my go-to, just like, I know it's hard to say chill music, but like stuff like that, like a lot of Monster Cat kind of stuff, like I'm really into that kind of stuff. But I'll listen to anything. I mean, rock, hip-hop, rap, country. I mean, I don't really prefer any genre necessarily. I'm one of those people who like finds an artist that I like, or I find a song from somebody that I really like. And I'm one of those people too who like, if I find a song that I like, I can like play it on repeat for like several days before I get bored of it and listen to nothing but that song. It's kind of weird, but only anime I've ever watched is SpongeBob one. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It's like a YouTube thing, right? Someone made like this really crazy looking SpongeBob anime like rendition. I think I've seen that. Ironically enough, I did not watch SpongeBob growing up at all. I've maybe seen like 10 episodes or less. And it drives a lot of people I know crazy because they always make these references and stuff, and I'm just like, just r/whoosh. Yeah, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I don't think I watched that much Nickelodeon regardless, so I think the only thing I watched like originally, which, proud to say it, but whenever it was actually coming out, which, makes me sound old because it's like 2005, 2007, but I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender like weekly. So like I watched the whole thing like the day they came out, which was kind of cool. Definitely a fond childhood memory to look back on, especially now. Have I watched Neon Genesis Evangelion? No, I haven't actually. It's on my watch list, but I don't know. I think for me, I haven't been a big fan of I'm not a big fan of like really long shows. I know that one's not that bad, but there's a lot of other parts and content of it, so if I find the time to like binge it full through and kind of watch everything, then I will. But right now, it's probably more back burner. My favorite anime. Someone asked that before, or earlier. I'm just trying to look back up, make sure I didn't miss anything crazy. My favorite anime of all time is Gurren Lagann. But the first, no one asked, but while we're talking about it, the first show I ever watched, the first anime I ever watched was actually in 2017. So I haven't been watching that long. So obviously I got a lot of catching up to do. But the first show I ever saw was Toradora. Favorite book series? I read a lot actually. My favorite, generic answer, but Harry Potter. I've read, when I was growing up, I probably read the books, like the actual, we had this giant like chest with all of the books in it, and I probably read them like 4 or 5 times through like the whole series, and I listened to the audiobooks religiously on Audible. I actually just finished listening to all of them about a month and a half ago, I think. So just every once in a while, I'll just go through and listen to that stuff. Actually, funnily enough, in 2 weeks, I'm going to Universal for the first time. So I'm probably going to get sick on drinking butterbeer and probably just spend my entire time in the Hogwarts or in the Harry Potter areas of Universal. Like, they're gonna have to kick me out. They're gonna have to like drag me out once the park closes, and I'm still like hiding in the 3 broomsticks. It's time for me to do a BASMR. Look, listen. I did do BASMR. I was the narrator. That was my 20 something seconds of BASMR fame. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't call anime at a phase at this point for me. It's like, anime's really becoming like mainstream, honestly, which is a good thing. Should spam Harry Potter ASMR. A lot of people have done. She's already done that. She has that whole video series where it's like the house thing. She has like 4 videos, at least 4 videos, just those 4 alone. But I know she's done other stuff too. But yeah, I don't know. I think anime is like really nice. It's in the same vein as like cartoons, right? But obviously I think it's just more, there's a lot more money in the industry right now, obviously. But I think it's like, just compared to like normal movies, yeah, Amy K, right? I've actually watched her recently. Actually, I just started watching her. She's actually really good. She's probably becoming one of my like top 10 go-to ASMR channels recently. Which again, it's just crazy to be like in a video with all these people. Like that's still the most mind-boggling thing. Like the fact that I was shared a screen in a video with all these people who are just like, obviously if you're watching people on YouTube who are like, these big channels and stuff, they're just like way out of your reach. Just through the roof. Like, so the first person I ever saw, and this is probably a lot of people because I actually saw her on, funnily enough, this was back when I was still living at home, and my mom had on the TV, and it was Ellen, and I literally saw the episode where ASMR Darling was there for like the little short segment. Um, and that was like the first time I think I really ever even knew what ASMR was, and then I like looked up her channel, and that was the first time I ever watched it, was through her. So like the person who got me into it to be in a video with them too was kind of just wild. Take it easy, Lavender. Thanks for stopping by. Over the Hedge ASMR. So I'll be honest with you guys, and you know, I already had another idea planned for a while, but this one isn't on the scale, I guess, as like the previous two, or at least of what I wanted for the previous two, but it does fit into the DreamWorks kind of, you know, thing. But I thought this one, it's only more recently that it was like even viable. But it's like, I think it would be a really cool video. I might just honestly message her about it just directly and just give her the idea, because obviously I don't want to just sit on it for like a whole year. But this would be like I feel like this would be something she'd really want to do, and just like a cool way to do it too. But obviously I'm not going to say it because, you know, I know you people take my idea and the next thing it'll be history. You'll have, you know, Justin Jaden over here, the next man to stardom on the comment train on GB's channel. Yeah, that's the thing too, Jaden. It's like, I mean, it's like with anything in life, right? Trying to have a consistent schedule and really just stay on top of things. Kind of, you just gotta like put yourself in the right mental to be able to stay consistent, right? It's just like with work, like my work schedule is kind of sporadic, but I kind of gotta, you know, make sure that when I'm going into work, like I can kind of set aside whatever's happening outside of that and do my job, right? So it's like same thing. It is hard because while you should definitely like want to do YouTube or something as like a hobby, and more for yourself, it is one of those things where you like have to look at the other side of it, right? Yeah, but I mean that's pretty much everyone, Jaden. Honestly, I feel like, and I think the biggest thing for you is especially with how you know, technology and stuff like that has advanced recently. Like, it's so easy to find people online that you can connect with. Like, I'll be straight up, in real life, like I have maybe like 4 or 5 people that I kind of regularly talk to that I consider like friends, and like 2 of those are people I've just known for a really long time, and only maybe 3 of them that I know like from working where I'm at currently. But most of my like lifelong friends and people I've known for a long time and like consider like my really good friends that I talk to all the time are all people I met online. And you know, maybe like 5-10 years ago that's like a weird thing, like, oh, your friends are online, whatever. But that's not even like, I would just ignore that kind of thing. I mean, some of the best people you'll meet in life at this point are people you'll meet online, 100%. And it's just much easier because, like, you know, things like, you know, social anxiety and stuff like that, you don't even have to like think about that as much. You can just kind of get over that. Yeah, I'm no therapist or anything, but I'd say the main thing, Jaden, is just try to focus on finding people have common interests and stuff like that, and that you can talk to, and just go from there, right? Like, but I think one of the most important things is that people, they get caught up in like having like, they want these like perfect friends or something like that. Like they want to surround themselves with like these perfect people, but really just, you know, yeah, and that's another thing. People change, right? So you just kind of gotta roll with the punches. Like, I mean, I've had people that I knew for years that kind of just faded out of my life. I mean, it's just one of those things. The longer you go and the older you get, you'll kind of be able to deal with it a little better. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but I mean, I'm assuming you're probably younger, or at least like my age or younger. Then I mean, it's just time, right? Time heals all wounds, and time, the more time you've been able to experience things, then you kind of see it's not as big of a deal as it seems at the time, right? Anything like fresh or that just happens, obviously, it hurts a lot more, but time heals everything. Let's see. Any other questions? Ace fan, I didn't mean to miss you. Did you ask a question? I saw you said anime phases don't end, they just get put on pause. Sorry, I'm trying to stretch because, I'm going to be long. Maybe y'all can hear some back pops. Maybe. We'll see. Oh. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but I could hear it through my headphones being on, so maybe the mic picked up on it, I'm not sure. Do you mean I left you hanging like when I was talking about you survived? Did I leave you hanging when I was talking about my brain's not working. Like my next idea thing where I didn't actually say it. I think that's like the time that you were saying that, so maybe that's what it was about. Yeah, it's a secret. I'm probably just gonna message GB on Discord. Not to brag or anything, but me and GB are friends on Discord. Just saying. Sorry, that was a little shameless, but yeah. So Jaden, I would say the main thing, and obviously, I mean, I went through a phase, like, especially when I was in like early high school, where I was just doing nothing but gaming and kind of keeping to myself, and like streaming really appealed to me. I kind of did it for a little bit back then, like a long time ago, but I would just make sure that you have like obviously, like, becoming a YouTuber or a streamer is like awesome, like, to do it as a job, but I wouldn't put that as like your plan A. Like, just being realistic, right? Because it is one of those fields that's like, it's just like when people like go to school to like do art and stuff like that, right? Like, you can be a great artist or you can be great at something, but in a field where there's so many people and it's so just like coin flip on if you'll succeed or not a lot of times, I wouldn't invest, at least, at a young age, a lot of your, I wouldn't hedge your bets on something like that, right? Yeah, it is risky. But I would definitely say if it's something you're passionate about and you want to really pursue, have your plan A for what you like your main thing's going to be, and then put a lot of time into it, because it is something that takes a lot of time, right? Like, you know, even just talking about ASMR, people like, you know, GB didn't get to where she is by just lackadaisically uploading or not putting any effort, right? Like, she did put a lot of time, and I'm pretty sure she was mostly going to school when she started doing it. So, like, you know, she had a lot probably on her plate on top of doing that. So it is one of those things where it's going to be like an extra undertaking. But again, it's just like with anything in life. If you're passionate about it, then it won't feel like it's a job, right? It should be more like a hobby, something you want to do with your spare time. So I would look at it like that, but something you're just passionate about, and then, you know, I wouldn't even say a fallback plan, really. I would say that I would go the other way. I would say that you should have a plan to do, you know, and obviously I don't know like what kind of job outside of this kind of thing you'd be interested in, but I would say just have a plan of what you would normally do, like a normal like career kind of thing, that something again that interests you, right? You don't want to be stuck in a career that has no value to you, because then you're just working a job to work a job. I would find something that's realistic and not something that's gonna, again, hedge on a lot of risk and bets. Find something that you can take a passion in to kind of put, you know, most your your focus on, and then, you know, put the rest of your time and stuff into making content if that's something that you want to do. Because I mean, I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer, but obviously it is a hard thing to get into these days, especially with how popular this kind of thing is now. There's just so many people, right? It's hard to get ahead, or to like get to the point where you can make it out of a living, right? There's plenty of like normally, like 5 years ago, if your channel had like 100K plus subs, you could like almost live on your like ad revenue and stuff like that. Like, you were a big channel and it was a big thing. But now, I mean, there's ASMR artists that are in the several 100,000 subs and get consistent views, and they still, I mean, they're not making enough, because the thing is like, you're not making money off ad revenue anymore. YouTube, Google, they're not paying you money on ad revenue. You're not making the money. It's all about the endorsements and sponsorships. Zachary, I won't ignore what you said. I'm probably just gonna do this and then upload the VOD. I just, again, and like I'm already talking about, I don't have the time to sit down and like do, shoot a video and then do all the editing and, theory crafting ideas and making stuff that actually makes sense, right? Like, that'll take a lot more time than me just sitting in here, clicking my little start stream, doing whatever, like talking to you guys or doing some general ASMR kind of stuff, and then, clicking that end button after an hour or two, right? That's much easier for my time schedule. But I didn't want to, continue to not do anything, especially with the amount of you that have, for some reason, still continued to support me off of just me making comments. So I had to give something back for sure. And people are like, oh, but you gave us the B-movie ASMR. I didn't give you that. I just came up with the idea. And even then, what are the odds that someone else probably had that idea, but they just, never said anything or whatever, right? It's probably not even original. It's just, I happen to be the one that got it to GB, I guess, or got it to somebody to make it happen. But I mean, GB, I know a fact, especially the editors and anyone else that was involved, were the real reason why that happened, right? My contribution is about the size of that 20-something second clip that I'm in. So, Hey Cat Food, how's it going? So you see you here talking on a live stream, liking since the Shrek videos. Man, it's been a while. The highlight is if it has, like, if it's your name. So like anytime anyone types Ace in the chat, or like even if someone types face, then it highlights the Ace part. It's just YouTube's thing. It just highlights anything that's like your name. So like if you just typed just right now Ace, then just Jaden would see it highlighted. Since you changed your name to Ace Fan, anytime someone types something with ACE in it. So like look, I could type. So like for me, the Ace part just highlighted. And it probably highlighted for you, even though I just typed face. But it just highlights the ACE part. Yeah, it's pretty much just if any of the part of your name is there, then it highlights it. It's not? Maybe it's because using the @ but if anyone types in, if you just type in, well, yeah, it won't be highlighted on your end because you don't have Ace in your name, Cat Food. But I don't know, for me, well, I think they added you though, right? So if you @ somebody, if you @ their name, it'll highlight it. But I'm not 100%. I just know that if I type, like anytime, like during the yeah, I think it might be the @ I think if yeah, like for me Ace, that just highlighted Ace. But I mean, I could literally type like a bunch of garbage, put Ace in the middle, and then a bunch of garbage like that. That highlights Ace for me on my end. And anytime when you just typed @ Ace or @ just Ace, I'm seeing that too. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. If ACE is anywhere in the typing, then it highlights for me. So the biggest thing for me is anytime I watch a live stream on YouTube, someone will say face, and it highlights for me, and I'm like, oh, they're just saying face, they're not talking to me. Hey Cheese Whiz, how's it going? The lad. I am a person. Man, I wish I had some water. You guys mind if I go grab some water real quick? Yeah, you good? I'm gonna go do that. And, I'm gonna make sure not to turn around in my chair. I don't want to do the streamer thing. And yes, I'm wearing shorts with these. Don't question me, okay? I saw that, Cat Food. I saw that before I walked out. Okay, I'm back. I'm not gonna count. Pokemon V2. Dang. Hey Jamie, how's it going? We're vibing, sort of, I guess. Me being awkward on a cam. Hey, at least this is in front of way less people than whoever saw me in the freaking GB video. Ace. Hey man, I skip leg day all the time, so there ain't nothing. There ain't nothing in the truck. I'm one of those people who just like does mostly upper body stuff because gotta keep the Chad. I think it's almost a 2 million cat food, which is crazy. Appreciate it. I mean, I guess mainly with my job, I do like have to talk to a lot of people pretty often, so I guess I'm not that uncomfortable like talking to a large group. But obviously I think the weirdest part of this is like, even though you guys are watching and here, obviously to me, I'm just talking into a camera. I think that's the weirdest thing for me making like a video too, is I can't take myself seriously when I'm just like I tried to record some stuff way back, like early 2020, after the Shrek stuff basically happened, and I just couldn't like be serious with it to the point I wanted to be. It was just kind of weird, like just talking to a camera like this. At least there's like people I know that are like here right now, so yeah, no doubt. I mean, I knew finger fluttering. I don't even know if I can do it. Like, I don't even know. I don't get how, what you call it? What's the word? I don't know how they even do it where it's like, where it makes any noise. Like when I do it, there's nothing. There's no noise. I think it's just weirder whispering to a camera, like, hey guys, how's it going? Ace here. Like, and like, if I just had to do that for like 30 minutes, I don't know. I don't know how you, like, I mean, I just did it. That didn't make any noise, right? There's no noise coming from this. Surely, there's nothing. Just can't even do it. I don't know, it's weird. But there's some people who are just like so good at the finger flutters. It's crazy. And then there's well, I guess it's Kimmy, but oh, there is. It actually does something. Oh man, we're in business. It's Kimmy, but I mean, I guess she goes by Plushies now, but like Angel's ASMR is her like ASMR channel. You'll probably know what I'm talking about, but she does like the nail tapping where she like taps the nail on top of her thumb with her like other fingers or whatever. I don't know how she even does that, but that is like a pretty solid trigger. She always does it like the beginning of her videos. I appreciate it, Sweetener, and welcome. When I was looking through the comments, there was like 1, 2, or 3 days ago, and I literally like cheesed when I saw it. Someone wrote in the comments and they were like, no one told me Ace was this hot, and I was like, yikes. Oh no, not like this. I have like no nails at all. Yeah, me with acrylic nails. I don't think my job would like that very much. Jaden, that was not you. I have to pull the comment up. I can't remember who it was. Let's see. Sorry if y'all. I can hear some keyboard noises for y'all. And my face just got a lot brighter because my other monitor's screen is bright now. Oh, here, let me move this over so I can still see chat. Who was this person? I'm gonna call them out. Actually, there's no way I'm able to find their comment because they didn't reply to it. Dang it. I'm able to find it, but yeah, someone commented that and I was just like, okay, like, Jesus. Thanks to Marius. I got those to wear to my work's holiday party, but because of COVID, even though I ordered it like a month in advance, it didn't get there in time, so that was kind of upsetting. Because they were doing like an ugly sweater contest. Now, by no means is this actually ugly, but you know, it does have that kind of ugly sweater vibe. Nothing's ugly in Flavortown. Ace is hot and Ace is a serial killer. Yeah, I mean, you know, I do got that pale, like, that, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna, YouTube will really destroy me for that one. But you know, I guess it's just like my monotone. I feel like I have such a really monotone voice. Also, I don't know if it's happened yet, but sorry if y'all hear my roommate. He's vigorously anyways, here's my serial killer face. I don't know if y'all have heard my roommate gaming out next door, but I can hear him, so I hope y'all can't hear him that much. I think he's playing Rocket League or something. He's vigorously gaming. He's actually really good at Rocket League. He plays a lot of Rocket League. Not my kind of game, but, you know, to each their own. He's gaming on the PC, obviously. PC Master Race. I'm sorry for all you console dwellers out there, but just couldn't be me. Sorry, I'm about to mute the mic so I can cough real quick. It's gonna be a little loud. Mute. Can y'all still hear me? Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3. I can't actually hear myself, even though I have that set on, because I don't actually have it on. Type yes or 1 if y'all can hear me right now. Okay. It didn't mute. I'm trying to hit the. I was hitting the mute button on my Yeti and it just won't do it. So. I'm muted. Dang. Unfortunate. Oh man. Sorry, I was muted. I'm back. Anyone who could lip read that? +1. Oh, you didn't hear the part where I didn't say anything and I just moved my lips. Unless I was just actually saying it and I can't hear myself and I'm stupid. Yeah, I know, but I was clicking it and it won't flash. Like, okay, it worked that time. Of course, you know. No, you can hear me now, but yeah, Jaden, I think only maybe like the first month that I ever watched ASMR, I got what would be considered tingles, I guess, but I don't know. It's now more just for relaxation. It does definitely relax me still, regardless of the whole tingle thing. And look, you can't fool me, Jaden. I know it's not muted. Hey, Winston, how's it going? Oh, did it turn off? I didn't even hear it. Honestly though, I don't think I'd want tingles for like actually trying to go to sleep. Because I feel like if you get that like the actual thing, like the back of your head thing, it's just kind of doesn't really allow me to sleep. Like it's kind of a cool, it's like a weird, experience, but I don't think you could really sleep if you just got tingles the whole time. Is it fine now? We're good? I think we're fine. What made you decide to do the whole day one of... So, it was kind of just because those comments were getting popular, and it was honestly just on a whim. I was just like, it would be funny if I just got some big YouTuber, especially in ASMR, to do something that was like a meme. And there was like, I know people had already been, God, the amount of comments, I think is it JoJo's ASMR? Everyone, when I was doing the Shrek thing, would comment, like every video, like, JoJo already did Shrek ASMR. To this day, I've still never watched that video. I think I'm saying the right person. I don't really watch them at all. Like, I looked them up just because, people kept mentioning them, but if I had $1 for every time someone commented on my Shrek comments that Shrek ASMR had already been done, I'd be chilling somewhere on a beach. Yeah, but you know what? No one until now had a B-movie ASMR. One of a kind. Yeah, well, I like going to the beach for like a week or less. But yeah, I'd agree, like living at a beach would not be that cool. There's some really nice beaches though, but like the really good beaches, you gotta spend a pretty penny. Yo, the B movie ASMR video, no cap. And I know it's biased because I'm in it, but I mean, my part is probably one of the worst ones, so I'm just being honest. Ironically, I had to reshoot it. Like, that clip that you see, obviously it's in this same spot. It was like 3 days before the video came out. I had to reshoot it because I included I had like a bit before it that I kind of like wrote up to like start off, but due to like trying to do the time sync thing with the actual movie, there was because obviously she wanted to like have the countdown thing come up. I couldn't have anything before the narrator lines because it would have messed up the sync. So I had to reshoot just from, I don't know, she wanted me to reshoot. I could have, I mean, obviously the narrator lines were still in, but she wanted me to reshoot because when I recorded that part of it, I was kind of like looking down, because what I did is I didn't do it on the actual clip, but in the original clip I had a book in my hand, and in the first page I wrote the lines down, and so I kind of like set it up as like if we were in like it was almost like if it was like a library, and I was setting it up to be like to start off like going into the role play as like, you know, blah 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 story, yada yada, and then I like start off as reading the beginning of the story as the narrator's lines, but what you call it, I couldn't do it, so I had to reshoot it like 3 days before the video went out. So then I reshot probably like, I think it took me like 20 takes even to get that clip that I had. And then that first clip, the first version I did, God, I shot so many takes, man. Like the people who had like crazy long lines, either they're just amazing at remembering, or I can't even like begin to imagine how much time they put into it, which makes it more crazy. I mean, you honestly, that it's 1-for-1, so like all the lines and stuff are obviously the same, right? So other than the visuals being, you know, memey and budget, it's about the same. When I'm not trolling GB's channel. I'm pretty avid gamer. I talked about it earlier. I play Escape from Tarkov, League of Legends. Those are like my two main games, I guess. And then I'm a really big sports fan. A lot of sports I follow, like baseball, basketball, football, soccer. I'm into like auto racing, hockey. So like a lot of like most normal sports I'm pretty into. A big like stats kind of guy. I really like statistics and stuff like that, so I keep up with like people's stats and stuff like that. Yeah, League is very toxic, I am aware, but I've played it for so long, I just kind of got over it. Okay, hold on, let me make sure I'm getting all these. Am I going to make a theme of revolving around an ace like the card? Probably. And this kind of ties into Rose's question. So ace is a nickname I had growing was mainly when I played baseball because I was always, my number in baseball, I always liked the number 1. And so I kind of just got that nickname and it just kind of stuck. So when I made this channel, I was like, I gotta have a name. So I just tossed that in. And you guys are gonna, hey, how's it going? Tagger, I think. Yeah. Tagger G. He's gonna flame me for this because it's kind of like, oh, but I thought about it, and I think I'm gonna change the name of the channel. What is Ace Fan's profile picture? Please don't tell me it's my face. Please, no. No, don't do that. Because then you're going to go comment on GB's videos, and then people are going to see my face. Oh, no, it's an 8. It's okay. It's like a card. I was like, someone's going to, like, clip my face, put it as their profile picture, and then just go spam the GB comments. Please don't do that. Please. Well, let me answer the question. Or talk about the... Man. So, my name is Ace, right? On here. So what if I just made my channel ASMR? Because Ace is like the AS part. And then I just put MR on the end. Instead of saying like Ace ASMR, I could just do ASMR. Hey, that's pretty good, right? Come on, don't cringe. I can feel it now. It's pretty good though. I thought about it, I was like, this just works. It was just meant to be. Hey Sarah, how's it going? If you guys don't know, then like, obviously I know like a couple of the names of like the people I see in my comments a lot. Sarah's definitely one of the people I've seen the most, like probably like top 5 for sure, and commenting on my comments. So shout out to Sarah Ramirez. Who's also on a quest of their own, to try to get Ben to Fiona, right? That's your thing that you've been commenting. See, it just works. ASMR. It's literally just ASMR, but with Ace instead of AS. It's, man, it's so good, but so bad at the same time. Yeah, honestly, I feel bad because I feel like Ben, like, he's obviously a good sport about it. But it just feels like he's like getting forced by the chaotic energy that GB gives off to like be involved in some of the stuff. I'm sure he doesn't actually think it's bad or anything, or like, that he's against it, because obviously he probably just wouldn't do it, but I feel bad for him sometimes because like he actually has like a good ASMR voice too. Yo, Rose, I've already said this to other people who've asked. There's no like torch or like thing that I have to hand off. You guys, you can comment whatever you like. If you get, it's not taking anyone's thunder or anything. I'm not the only person who's allowed to request people to make stuff. You guys should comment whatever you want to comment. You don't have to ask me permission. Yeah, I mean, you guys should. I mean, there's been plenty of people, like even Sarah and some other people have been commenting, like, uh, please, no. Don't do it, Ace fan. Please. Not like this. Will that even let me change my name now? Did you, like, permanently take my name? Yeah, I'm actually gonna change it to that after this stream. Because I'm not that worried about, the whole, like before, though, obviously the main reason I didn't change it, again, the same reason I didn't change my profile picture, right? I didn't want, like, this whole thing to start of, like, we have an imposter or whatever. So, yeah, I see it. I know. Please, stop. This is like, this, he secretly has like a really high rated comment on a GB video, and like people are seeing it right now that just opened the video and they're like, who the hell is that? True, Caitlin, true. Yeah, it was iconic, but you know, obviously, again, I don't want to be associated with someone if they're doing stuff like that, so it was long overdue to be changed. I was just trying to wait again until we got over the hump of like, this is gonna happen, because I didn't want to like, I mean, as it's happened now, pretty much all my comments almost since I changed my profile picture get banished by YouTube. I'm like punished for changing my profile picture. Yeah, Jaden, I thought about getting someone to just like make me a logo or something. I know a guy that does like graphic design stuff that I've gotten some stuff made for before, like when I was gonna start streaming like game stuff on Twitch, but I never ended up using it. I just have all this. I paid this guy like $120 for this whole package for like everything. I have like an intro, outro, animated like intermission screens and all this stuff, all my dono stuff like that. It's all like animated little things, and I just have never used it. I'm pretty sure it's from, I'm gonna say it wrong, it's not Deuce, but it's like something, it's like a game. It's like a picture of some character that's out of a really old game. It's like something X, I'm pretty sure, like EX. I can't think of the name of the game, I never played it, but is it Terminator? I thought it was out of a different game. I've seen people say Terminator, but I'm pretty sure it's... Maybe it's Terminator. I'm not, again, I don't really know that much about it. I just saw the meme starting and I just kind of jumped on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on YouTube you can, I mean, you can just put whatever name. Obviously, like, I'm not the first person on YouTube to ever put the name Ace. Like, if you look up Ace, if you're not subbed to me and you look up Ace, I'm pretty sure I don't even, like, register on anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I did check if there was any ASMR already. I think there's someone that's like Ace ASMR maybe, but it's just because it's like associated with them at this point, with a YouTuber who basically did some bad stuff, cat food. Yeah, it's Deuce X, or Dos X, I don't know how you'd say it. But yeah, it's from that game. It's like from the game of that. But yeah, regardless, guy that the picture's basically now associated with did some bad stuff, so Yeah, okay, yeah. Ace Force, that's what I'm thinking of. There is Ace Force ASMR, but there's no Ace ASMR or Ace MR. Yeah, so. Look, Phantom, we didn't need to know that. I mean, do you want like a round of applause? You need like a pep talk? I mean, come on, buddy, you got this. He tried, but it didn't work. Jaden. Listen, that's one that's never gonna happen. The eyes, here, let's. My only redeeming quality is my blue eyes. Thank goodness they decided to give me something. It's the North Korean leader guy. I don't have a butthole. I can't fart, I'm sorry. It's physically impossible. The best you're gonna get is a burp. What actor do I look like? I've never had anyone say I look like an actor. Yeah, probably because I'm looking like down away from my cam, but yeah, blue eyes. Any other blue eyes? Yeah, Ace ASMR might be a thing, but ASMR is not a thing. George Blackton, let's look this up. Okay, I know this is gonna sound like petty, but one of the most, it's not annoying, but like every time I open up YouTube, my little notification button is like just always 9+, because all the people who like comment on like my old comments, and especially right now because people are like going back on the Shrek comments and older movie comments and being like, this aged great. She finally did it. Hey Ace, did you know that she made the video? Well, I mean, I was in it. I think I know that it was made. Like, I always appreciate people making sure that I'm in the loop for stuff, but it's like, at the same time as like, if I spent this much time in my life commenting on these videos, do you think that I also am not invested in like her social media and stuff like that? Like, I'm keeping track, guys, I promise. Yeah, well, it's because I'll click it, like, because, with videos are posted or whatever, it shows up in there. But I just had to go to my subscription tab and look for videos because there's so many, like, common things that I just never, that you know of, Cheese Whiz. You have no proof. Wait, who is this actor's name again? George Blackton. Oh, yeah, I can kind of see it. Oh, so I'm from England now, okay. Yeah, hey Ace, have you seen that video that you're in? and that you spent the last 415 days commenting about nonstop, I just wanted to let you know that it's uploaded. So, Fiona, with that, I think the biggest thing that probably has happened is obviously there's a lot, obviously I'm like well known in GB's comments, right? Clearly, but obviously there's still gonna be a ton of people watching that that have no clue, right? They're not, there's plenty of people who probably just watch your videos and never go to the comments. There's plenty of people who never look at comments, so that makes sense. But I think a lot of people probably just went to the timestamp in the description to skip straight to the video. Appreciate it, Caitlin. What you call it? Man, what was I saying? I lost track. Oh, I think they used the timestamp and like skipped to like the start where I'm there, right? But they probably just see me. There's no like, this is Ace in the corner, so they just see someone doing the intro and they don't know. So unless they read the credits or something, then they just like, who's this weird ASMR artist I've never seen before, who's not actually an ASMR artist yet. So I can see why it happened, honestly. Hey guys, for me, in 10 minutes, it'll be my birthday, which honestly probably a little after midnight is when I wrap it up, so we'll probably go another like 10 to 15 minutes. I'm also out of water, and my bottled water for some reason is in my car, so I'm not trying to go all the way out there while I'm on stream to get it. Yep, I'm an old man. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm not as old as you, GB. I'm turning 23. Man. GB really just popping out of nowhere. Well, you're not an old man. Hey, look, you called me a cyberbully, okay? I bullied nobody. Nobody was bullied in the making of the B-movie ASMR. Just highly persuaded. Alright. Who like spammed GB's Twitter DMs or something? Who did it? Man. Yeah, I can just imagine like you sending out messages to people, like other creators, and like, hey, you know, wow, GB subbed to me. Wow. Crazy. GB's on Noti Squad, but there's nothing to get notifications about. Hi, do you want to be a random bee that has like a 20-second part in my bee movie 1-to-1 recreation? you might be disappointed then. I'm probably only gonna do streams and then like upload the VODs. I guess I'm taking like the Dizzy Kitten route, basically. It's the only person I can think of who does like mostly just live streams, but I don't know if I have the time to actually edit videos. We'll see though, we'll see. I don't know though, GB, you know, all it takes is a little bullying and people will do anything on the internet apparently. What am I watching for my birthday? I don't know. I haven't really watched movies lately. I've just been watching anime. But sadly, there's no new episode of anything I'm watching coming out today, I don't think, so I don't know what I'm doing. The only show I'm watching that's coming out this season right now is ReZero, the second season, which, if you haven't seen that show, you're missing out. I haven't watched Attack on Titan yet. I'm sorry if that makes you mad, but it's on my watch list, but I'm waiting till it's over so I can just binge the whole thing at this point, which makes more sense to me. Because I know I could just binge all the way up to current and then have to sit there and wait like you poor people have to right now on cliffhanger after cliffhanger, which I'd rather avoid. Yeah, and like, imagine like you're someone who like finally starts watching Game of Thrones and then the last season comes out and you like watched all these good seasons, binged all the way up, and then you had to wait week for week for the train wreck that was the last season of Game of Thrones. Actually, another show that I picked up that I just caught up to, I think actually does come out today, is I think it's Horimiya. It's like a slice of life show, but it's actually pretty funny. Pretty good, I guess, at least. I know it had like a lot of hype from the manga or whatever, but it's been a pretty good watch so far. Yeah, so you should check that out too if you get a chance. But maybe wait till the season's over, but I think it's that. Pretty sure that's how it's the title of it. Yeah, 3 minutes. Oh my gosh, it's me with a different profile picture. Game of Thrones ASMR? Is that what I'm gonna be put up to? Actually, yeah, GB, the next thing is the entire Game of Thrones show, but an ASMR. Do you imagine? Don't do it. Look, GB, you're safe. My days of bullying are on pause for now. But don't get too safe. Yeah, just cut out the whole last season and then, just like, get some like fan writers who are like deeply invested in the books or something to rewrite the script for the last season. CGB, you say it's bullying, but you commenting that just enabled them. You're your own victim here. She should bully me now. Man, one more minute, and I'm gonna be an age that doesn't matter. See, there's only 3 ages that matter. Well, I guess 4, right? At least in America. You got 16, 18, 21, and then for males, 25. Because at 25, most males will get like a cut in their, like their taxes, or not their taxes, freaking car insurance premium. So that's the last age I have to look forward to, and then it's just death and taxes. Oh man, I'm 23. Man. Man, 23. Time flies. I feel like just yesterday I was 18. Ace fan, I have noticed you the whole time you've been here, and the several times you've changed your names, including when you put my profile picture as your profile, or my face as your profile picture. Alright, I know we've gone a while without it, but does anyone have any actual questions? It's been a minute since I've actually answered a question. This was supposed to be a Q&A, but it kind of turned into just whatever chat was doing. Oh, yeah, GB. Super creative. I'm just gonna add MR to the end of my name, so it's ASMR. Hey, that's pretty good. What is my toothbrush color? It's just like a white electric toothbrush. Good job for being born. Thanks. I tried my hardest. No, no S. You don't need the SGB. Ace is already the AS. ASMR. It just works. It was like it was meant to be. Even though I definitely didn't make this channel with any intention of ever doing ASMR. I can assure you that. Favorite type of dog? I think it's a tie between German Shepherd and Shiba Inu. When's the last time I touched my toes? Yesterday when I went to the gym. Oh my god, the rapid fire. What do you need to pack in a picnic basket? I've never been on a picnic, so I couldn't tell you. I assume food, blanket, utensils, probably something people forget. Ollie, I'm 23. What's my favorite movie? I think my favorite movie is, I guess it's a trilogy. Well, I guess there's 5 movies total, but it's the Bourne series, like all those movies, like the Jason Bourne movies. That's like my favorite movie series. Would I travel to space for free? Maybe when I'm older. Like, just, like, just for that random risk of, something going wrong. Like, it'd be cool to go to space, but I wouldn't want to just, go to space at 25 and then die in space. Cheese. A pet peeve of mine. Like, it's gonna sound awful because I'm not doing it now because I'm not looking at the camera, but like when people talk to me and they're not looking at me. But chat, I'm looking at you, chat. I am looking at you. I'm just not looking into your soul like this would be. I'm looking at your words, so it's the best I can do. How long do I put bread in a toaster? Like one of the medium settings, probably. Ace is not my real name. It was a nickname I had since I was a child. Would I rather be haunted by a ghost or be a ghost? I'd rather be a ghost. If I had to pick one of the five senses of your life without five senses, I have to get rid of one. The best dinosaur, Velociraptor. Or Triceratops. Probably a pretty good contender too. Let's see. Screech? What? Random screech. The sense I would lose, probably smell. Honestly, losing smell would be kind of weird, but like, I think that'd be the one that I could live with. Because just imagine all the bad things you never have to smell. Ace fan, you can put whatever name you want. Other than the B-movie guy, I mean, look. If I'm the B-movie guy, then I'm the B-movie guy. Again, I wasn't like trying to be known for anything, but you people decided to just keep subscribing to a channel who only put comments on a video, so it just kind of happened. Bye, GB. Thanks for stopping by. I'm also about to be getting off, so... Though, I'm not going to bed because I just woke up when I started the stream, so... Trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions under the barrage, since GB was bullying me with questions. What came first, chicken or egg? The egg, because chickens weren't first, and there was other animals who laid eggs. They weren't chicken eggs, but they were eggs, and that's just a fact. Alright, I'll take any last questions, and then I'm probably gonna cut the stream. What would I name an albino deer? I honestly can't answer that. I have no clue. Favorite number? 1, because it's Ace. That was the whole reason for the nickname, because my favorite number was 1. My third commenter. Well, thanks. You weren't first, but you weren't last. But then again, if you're not first, aren't you last? How do I know that wasn't GB, but it was 18 using the computer? Well, honestly, at this point, I'm kind of more hoping it was satanic because that's a more interesting story to talk about later. Alright. A cheesy outro. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all subscriptions. Please leave a like down on the bottom of the video if you liked my content. Please hit the notification bell if you want to see more content. And don't forget, you know, to leave a comment for your chance to win a brand new car. And tell all your friends about me. Thank you. There's my cheesy outro. Game of Thrones ASMR. Okay, well, that's on the idea list, I guess. But we're gonna end it there, guys. I need to get some more coffee in me, get hydrated, get ready for the gym. So, I appreciate everyone who stopped by. I'm probably gonna do these once a week. I'm not sure about next week, 100%, but I'll let you guys know sometime, probably Sunday, if I'm gonna do it. Sorry, I'm stretching so much. Arms like really stiff. But that'll do it. I appreciate you guys for coming along. This should be uploaded as a VOD, hopefully. Good night. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes, and peace.